Because it's going to reformat the screen after we change back to capture anyways. So get it all situated.
Okay.
Here I come in.
I had like a twist earlier where I just felt like 3 consecutive pops up my spine. I really loved. I remember Andrew used to be able to do that in like an entire back. It was kind of gross.
That's why he's game.
That's why he's...
Because his spine's not straight.
Same time.
Yeah, they stream at 7 too.
Yeah.
But the only time I really get to see them is
He does 9 to 10 though. Or like, he streams till 10. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we've seen the end. The Twitch app. No, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Is it coming through the wrong microphone?
Maybe. Yep. Hello.
Hello.
We have to fix the thingamajig.
Fix the thingamajig?
Yep.
What is the thingamajig?
The video.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
You should by now.
Oh.
Yep.
Like it looks like it's running fine.
I mean, it's not. It's already stuttering, but there's already 4 dropped frames.
Alright, so
Field research.
probably should have where that's taking us. Back up to the Forbidden Zone donut.
Yeah, so you can't do that one yet.
Yeah, okay. So
Unless you can, you can try. I just don't think you can get in yet.
hmm.
Might as well give it a go.
Okay.
See if you can get in. And then I think we can tell them, hey, the stuff's all done, and then they'll be like, cool.
Go to the Forbidden Zone. Where you are forbidden. Oop. So how have you been, CJ?
Stuff. What are you doing?
Trying to start a conversation
The
so
most,
that we're talking.
the most banal conversation we have.
Alright, fine.
It's like, hey, have you that weather outside?
Yep.
He just side punched that gun out of his wrists.
And then punched his wrist out of his arm.
Take that, your arm. He cannot beat you in a duel of Saturnite fists. What is he he shooting at?
I don't know, but he's turned around, which is a big mistake.
Why are you hitting him with glasses?
For fun.
Over.
Alright, pick up that Saturday fist.
Yeah, I guess I could repair my gear. There we go.
Pajambos. Ricky Tiki Tiki.
But yeah, I was just starting with how you were today, because other people don't know how you are. And then
I streamed for 7 hours today.
Oh right, you did.
Yeah. How are you, Will?
I'm pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah. Had a pretty good day at work. None of the fryers broke down.
That's good.
This one looks pretty
Little
tough.
Ice cream machine operational.
We don't have an ice cream machine.
Chase him down, Will.
I am chasing.
We probably should have learned the Legion rush before we came here.
Does that allow you to like sprint? Over?
No, it just you jump way forward. Hey, winter water warmth.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, you did it. You killed 700 more things.
Nice.
You literally have the blood of thousands of creatures in your hand.
Yeah.
And they don't have proper hygiene here, so you are just a cesspool of Uh-oh. It's a hammer, brother. Aw.
You got Carol.
You like cold
Over.
cocked him, and as he was falling over, you murdered him.
Yep.
But Winter Waterworm, we started the. Is it the Legend of Dead Keel? Whatever. We started the Dead Keel DLC in the playthrough. It's pretty good so far. Oblivion is pretty good.
Anyone who can understand these messages, you do not belong here. We will find you.
I
This
like
one looks pretty
you
tough.
get to manage your own keep. That's
Go,
pretty
my
awesome.
minion. Sting the...
Remember that that doesn't stop time.
Yeah.
Hit him with your ghost fist.
Did. Ah, dodge that lady. Miss me.
As far as progress goes, I have 3 pets. I'm at the point to build the library in my hold. I'm heading
You're no match
into
for
Dark
science.
Harbor.
Go, my minion. Sting
Please
them in
take
the
this.
name of
All
all
I don't want you to
science
die.
available. I've got, save for the one where you get to kill the Scion. I'm debating on whether or not to do that. I'm also really confused because one character says the Scion is a person named Prema, and the other person says it's going to be someone named Bridget. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Sounds like conflicting information.
I can barely hear you. Let's turn the mic up a little bit.
Alright,
Uh-oh.
Yep.
how's that?
How's that sound,
in
man?
the name of all. Receive me. You're no match for science. Sting them in the name of all that is Mobius.
Okay. Stop the scorpion and we'll do that.
I don't know what happened. We used to have the audio levels really good, and then started down like 2 pips.
There we go.
You can just click the sides to do individual pips,
Well, I like doing it that way.
but the way is wrong.
It's not wrong, it's just different.
But there's been multiple times where you've only meant to do like 2 or go up 1, and then you've done more than that, and then you have to correct it.
But I didn't happen, so it's fine.
Okay.
Just try this one.
Riff.
Just really slow down. Oh, make more.
That is pretty spooky.
So you get pets in the DLC?
Yes, sort of. I like actually how they're done. I'm really excited. Is that what you were talking about when you're like the rewards are better than gear? Is yeah, you can have up to 3 pets, and then for every pet, yeah, you can't get
I can't go in.
for every pet that you have, I think there's like 7 or 8 pets. You only have 3, as each pet gives you a different buff that you just passively get. Like a wolf gives you higher critical hit damage. A bear gives you more health. What I'm running right now is the wolf for more crit damage, enchanted barghast for more magical resistance, and then a boggart, which gives you increased experience until I max out level, and then I'm going to change him out for a rat, and the rat gives you increased crit chance.
Okay. And the ears are just at your keep, they don't follow you around or anything?
Nope, all 3 of them just sit in a book.
This one looks pretty tough.
All 3 of them just sit in a pen. And I had a bear, but I was thinking, oh man, I'd love to have a pet bear, just as scruffy as Jum Jums.
Mighty Phoenix, still
Goes, get out of here! And then the bear just goes, get out of here. Just goes, alright. And just lumbers out, and I was like, oh.
This one looks pretty tough.
Like, my only problem with the base building, though, is the materials that you need are all, like, randomized. Like, the drops for
Stealth
them.
riff.
Yeah.
There's not, like, go here to pick stuff up. There's a random chance it'll be on a body,
This
in
one
a
looks
hidden
pretty
area,
tough.
or in a chest.
Okay.
Which is really annoying. I had to look for, like, 20 minutes to find this one piece of brick.
Just imagine your character being like, this one perfect brick.
That's sort of what it was like. And then I was like, cool.
This will
Beach
stop the
stone.
pain.
But yeah, I was planning to just keep building until it was done. Also, there are just so many books, which I'm assuming go to something. There's just random ass books in every pile of shit. And I'm just like, do these go in the library?
I don't know.
So my guess is once the library's built, there'll be like an endless quest of, hey, just find books and bring the books here.
Actually, I know where they go. They go into the book shredder because they're seditious material.
Oh dang.
Alright, found these 2 stations. We can head back to the center.
I appreciate it because I'm genuinely excited about how it's going. And I don't want it to be spoiled. It's one of that's
Oh, never mind. There are enemies.
one thing I don't mind if you spoil. Are there supposed to be a bunch of different people you just randomly find around the island to bring to your base? But so far I've only found one. Boom. I was thinking you were almost at max level, but
No, I've still got 12 more to go.
Bad guys dealt with.
And now we should be able to fast travel.
because I am, I think, 6 levels away from max level in Kingdoms right now.
Nice.
And then I will be the Universalistist.
You require some additional...
I just really want to get off the island, though, for the DLC and head back to the mainland, because I have so many little items just filling up my inventory that I just need to give back for quests.
Yeah.
Because the inventory system in that game still is not the best.
Turn to the think tank and let Dr. Klein know you complete your tasks. Okay.
Oop. There it is.
Have you done all we asked? Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Yeah, I've talked to him about everything else.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections.
The island.
Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
The information you need, alright, gladiators and schematics. What now?
Yes, yes. Yes,
Yes, what?
No, I mean yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know? I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me, a bit, I'll figure it out.
Thank you for not spoiling that either.
Oh man. Let's see.
Science his ass.
I wonder if I can do all of these or not.
You get to do multiple of them, I believe, but there's some you can't do two of.
Let's do the science one, because this DLC is all about science.
It's all about science.
Yes, that's what I believe I said.
Sympathetic cardiac regulator and sonic frequency. Is this
Oh, no, I guess just
spinal
a one.
vibrator?
I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves.
I'm very interested if you get to see what
I'm thinking.
Kara is.
This is all very complicated.
Kara.
Let
It's
me
this
check
being that they treat
something.
like a god, which may be a god.
Of
because
course.
they don't fully know the
I have
pantheon of
it.
gods.
The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone
Has
door
powers
is
and
hidden in the
similar
schematics.
stuff.
Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers
I
very
just wanna
sloppy,
find
Mobius.
A long sword, so that way
You
I can have a
see,
proper duel
using the
with
antenna to
when I
boost the
find
emitter's
it.
sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone
guy's a
lock.
motherfucker.
Yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
This item seems more biologically focused than you thought. Oh, I don't have enough medicine. Dang.
Yeah. What's it like to not be Ivy League educated?
It's sad. Just Bronze League.
Biological?
You get best rating.
Ridiculous.
At least I'm not Woodley.
I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression.
Or DeVry.
The door should be unsealed.
For DeVry. Oh,
Now,
Oh.
instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science.
I need to wait until
Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
I've not heard about the Twitch lawsuits, but I haven't heard that tons are leaving.
I mean, I imagine some will be leaving now that Ninja's gone over to Mixer.
Yeah.
But I figure it's going to be one of those things where they leave first, and then it just kind of stabilizes over time.
Yep, they'll leave and other people will come in and fill out. Maybe we'll be able to fill in one of the big niches. Probably not.
Probably not, but
We're not beautiful
This one
enough.
looks pretty tough.
I don't know if we're going to transfer our channel over to Mixer.
You won't escape.
To Twitch people who are listening, we have not talked about doing that, and we currently have no plans to do that.
I was just about to say we don't have any plans to do that. We
Okay.
just jumped on it.
Yeah, that's it.
We're not allowed to talk about Mixer?
Well, no, it's don't talk about doing that sort of stuff.
Oh, I'm really not.
Oh my god. You need to go through the creator bootcamp thing.
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to send you a copy of the affiliate program. But I'm not surprised. Twitch couldn't be the only service really forever. Because what is it? There's Mixer.
Is there another one?
There's
Bad
like
guys,
4.
dealt
I mean, like
with.
YouTube is another one.
Oh.
Hey, Scrappy Lady. Oh. Hello to Will from Grandma.
Hello.
Wait, is that actually your grandma?
If that is, that's amazing because I didn't know my grandma knew how to use Twitch.
Your grandma's cool.
And she's also spelling it like how my grandma spells grandma, which is without the D.
It's time to make this G-rated as poop. I don't know what this. Hi. I don't think I've met either of your grandparents.
Well, I only have one grandparent left.
Oh, well, that's one more than I do. Oh, what'd you say? It's no longer about Ninja leaving. It's Twitch's reaction, like allowing dirty videos.
This one looks pretty tough.
Yeah, that's. There's really nothing Twitch could super do about it the way they did it. It was like a purposeful effort by a bunch of people to get those dirty videos to show up. It wasn't like Twitch just being like, oh, it was just a bunch of people taking advantage of an algorithm.
Like when Mountain Dew did their do our new apple name for our apple or whatever.
Hitler did nothing wrong, was delicious.
And that was one of the options.
But yeah, I think there's definitely going to be some big readjusting now that Ninja is gone. Because I think, because we watched some of the Inside Gaming videos, they said Twitch is about 1% of Twitch's entire thing. Just by, did I say Twitch
You
is
said
Twitch?
Twitch
Sorry,
is Twitch.
Ninja
This one
is
looks pretty
Twitch's
tough.
thing just by himself, 1%.
Which doesn't sound like a lot, but that is a big deal.
Because there's something like, I don't know what the breakdown of partner affiliate regular people are, but there's about 2 million streamers on
Oh hey,
Twitch.
Dysic's here too now.
Hey, Will's grandma's here. This is cool.
thought I saw
Now you
someone
can
over
ask
there.
for bits for Christmas. Do you watch anything on Mixer Winter Water Warmth?
Oh, I need to sleep.
You do. You only get like 4 hours of sleep a night.
That is a fact. I have a very unhealthy sleep schedule. I do have some Nuka-Cola.
Yep. Just drink them all. Now, you've read so much soda you lose the ability to see. Because that's what that does. It removes 2 of your perception points.
Oh, okay. No, I have not.
Drink yourself blind with cola.
I
I
do.
guess diabetes can make you lose your eyesight, so
Oh, wow. I thought it just made you lose your legs.
no. Diabetes is a terrible disease.
When I was, did a job interview at a prosthetics facility.
You told
They-
them you had diabetes?
No, they told me that like
You had
75% of their client base was diabetic patients who had lost a leg due to diabetes.
That's why I'm terrified of it. Which you know, but for me it's more about why do you hate Twitch? You don't hate us, right?
I hope so.
Do you like me?
You hope he
There's the question.
Do you like... Wait, you hope he hates us? Or
No,
the
I was
humans?
gonna say.
Cessation of hostilities
I
complete.
hope he doesn't hate us because he's come and talked to us quite a bit.
I was thinking it shows your parents talk to you all the time. And they
This one looks pretty tough.
That's mean and untrue.
My parents don't hate me, they just hate technology.
Hey, but now you're gonna be like, hey, grandma came on.
I can. Because my grandma's the best.
Of all current grandmas, I will have to give your grandma the top spot.
Oh man, so many
The
square
thing's
feet.
not dead. The one to your left. Now it is.
Do I have any grenades?
No, I asked you before, and you were like, no.
Yeah, I don't think I do. Yeah, I guess I just stopped picking them up.
Does that
Do you
feel better?
primarily watch on mobile? Underwater one?
Scuttle over here.
I've never tried watching on mobile, but like I use their app. I use their app especially before I got a second monitor, and it definitely seemed to have some problems. Hey, there's a fourth sort of big one. There's Mixer, Twitch, YouTube.
Does that feel better?
Attack!
It's Tumblr now that Tumblr has removed all of its adult content.
But Tumblr is
Injecting Stimpack.
I know.
I,
'Cause I haven't heard anything about Tumblr
Oh, my minions!
since that
Sting
happened.
them in the name of all that is Mobius!
yeah, the YouTube. I think also just because YouTube has a lot more money.
Well, it is owned by Google.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is. And Amazon doesn't have time for Twitch. They have to make sure people aren't peeing at the workplace or whatever.
Wait.
Like, you know.
Oh, because like the workers.
Yeah, the workers in the
warehouses-
warehouse aren't allowed to pee anymore.
Yeah.
Wow, you can stack so many uppercuts.
Yeah, they can get like 5 or 6.
That was way more than 5 or 6.
Cessation of
Not see how many
hostilities
that
complete.
was?
It's like 5 or 6.
Alright.
Alright, we'll
Well, you said like 5 or 6, so if it's 7, that's still correct.
Oh, leveled up. Nice.
Woo!
Alright. Was there something I was gonna bump up?
You can get your medicine up to 85. I mean, you were
Yeah.
doing survival.
Mm-hmm.
There's still some survival challenges coming.
I'm not opposed to dumping a bunch of points in survival.
And now I think is when, well, I don't think there's any new perks, but now is when you would start taking toughness, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because broad daylight is the most.
That is a
recent one.
terrible perk.
Yeah, that one's.
That's like a level 1 perk.
Trying to remember anything
You
leveraged
really
in-
want-
Oh,
you
the
would do.
cowboy one.
I used that one when I was doing my Waynewood build. It's
All
really
melee
good.
weapons except thrown and unarmed attacks have a chance of knock. Oh, so that's
That is purely for melee weapons, which is I used that when I was doing the katana build. But yes, you're doing the smart thing of checking to see if there's any other ones. But you should have access to basically every perk.
yeah. Flash damage, unstoppable force, your martial might you. Oh, that. Wait, you deal additional damage through enemy blocks with all melee. I guess that's just if they're blocking.
That's exactly. It's if they're blocking, and no creature can block.
So that is more situational than.
That is highly situational. It is really good. Concentrated fire is awesome.
But does that work for unarmed?
No,
I didn't think so.
but you also use guns. Yeah, then these are all the final
those
tier
are the
perks.
final ones. Okay, yeah, toughness is good because that'll up my DT, so I can start fighting stronger monsters.
Yep. 'Cause those death claws punched your butthole right in.
Yeah, they did. They were pretty tough.
What if someone glued a block to a snake? That snake probably wouldn't like it very much.
Wait, did I already take a point of toughness?
Maybe you did.
Hmm.
What's your DC?
Double check that real quick. Yeah, I have both points of toughness now.
Awesome. What is your total DT right now?
Is that under status?
Yes, or I think it's under inventory actually.
Let's see.
Dude, look at apparel, I think. What? Or weapons? Hmm.
General?
No.
No.
What the?
XP experience.
Where is it?
I don't know, but I mean, I can do a quick count.
Oh, that's dumb. It's supposed to be.
Oh,
at the
my
top.
stealth suit is broken.
Oh, you should fix that.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a lot of money. You might not like it, but then a creature will be able to block. I don't like. It can't like physically, especially since you've glued it to them. They've lost all control of that item.
So what is this? What is Stysek talking about?
Because we're talking about creatures can't block. They said, what if someone glued a block to a snake?
Well, there aren't snakes in this game, but
But if you glued a block snake to a block snake, it'll climb. It'll climb into your bed on the Appalachian Trail. That's all that's going to happen.
yeah.
We're gonna get some pictures of Will's trip put up on the Twitter.
Should I go back and just grab that?
Yes.
With that stealth suit broken, how it is, I'm at
Okay.
I'm at 14. So that with another 7, that'll be 21 DT.
Well, but you're also not counting some other stuff. Okay, we'll just go back to stats.
So there's enemies nearby.
Yeah, there's a bro road screw there. Status. Go down to.
Effect, maybe.
Huh, you still get all the stealth perks. That's cool. Huh. There's. Correct items. We'll just check one more thing. It should just say it somewhere.
Wouldn't it say it right there?
Yeah, that's exactly where it should say it.
Maybe because it's broken, it's not saying it.
Well, click on the spacesuit then. Yeah, it didn't change it there either. Huh.
Oh, no, I can't wear it because it's broken.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're telling me I shouldn't have glued a block to a snake? Yes. You should not have done that. That was not a great idea.
I'm pretty sure that snake didn't like that.
What kind of snake is it? Like, is it David Hayter?
You require some
Oh my
additional
goodness, this
services?
repair is going to be so expensive. Wait, you have
Rightly
that
so,
recon
I
Yeah,
should
I've got
think.
the recon suit. I'm gonna
All
use
right
that
then.
instead.
Let me just find.
Can we glue a snake to a block then? That would be even meaner, like if it, the block was bigger than the snake so it couldn't move. Have you ever watched videos of snakes trying to move on bed sheets?
No.
Oh man.
It's not the Desert Ranger combat armor, is
No,
it?
it's the recon armor.
Recon armor. There it is.
Yep.
Alright, let's get this repaired.
It's really bugging me, like, why? Where do you check that at?
I can repair my suit more than the durability of the recon armor.
Yeah, because you're like taking it apart and like refitting it.
Okay, but the suit's DT is 14, so 14 plus 14, so 28.
Did you even know
also
you were
have
wearing me?
additional perks that are giving you DT, and you have the implant.
Right. So plus another 3, so 31. What other perks?
I thought you had some. Oh, and because you also have DT from your spine being pulled out and stuff,
How much do you get from that?
like 1 or 2.
Okay, so it's like 33-ish.
We're okay on Stimpaks.
Alright.
Medic supplies adequate.
Head back up.
There you go. What can I say? Current DT.
I see a snake on a treadmill.
On your item screen, second. Yeah. Hey, let's just try something really quick. Hey, would you
Okay.
open up the menu again?
Let's see real quick. What's up?
Go to the items.
Okay.
Okay. Just like you already saved it.
Mhm.
Just reload the game. Just do F9
Oh.
since you have to get out of the menu first. Let's see if that fixes it. Well, your Pip-Boy is broken forever, so
Okay.
you'll never know how much DT you have. Oh, there we go.
Please put on your goggles and take your rad-X now.
Oh,
The
he's big.
X-42 giant robo-scorpion is alive! Awaken my pet! Initiate your search and destroy protocol in the name of all that is
Time to fight.
glorious!
Was that all?
Let's see. Take some psycho and then punch this guy.
Are you addicted to anything?
No, because I just got the medical thing.
Oh, hey, here's a thing you can try. Oh,
What's up?
put the rebreather on and then take it off.
Okay.
There it is.
Here we go, 34.
Thanks, internet. And I saw it. Twitch app. Could you make a snake race that takes place on one of those moving sidewalks at the airports, but they have to go backwards, so it would look like... that's making my brain hurt thinking about the logistics of that.
Avoid the deadly laser sting of Dr. Mobius.
Find out. I can stack 5. So 5 or 6.
Are you crouching? So yeah, you can't do as many.
Alright, I'm gonna run and punch.
Avoid the deadly laser sting of Dr. Mobius.
Have a stim pack.
This is the second strongest of the entire game.
Ooh, died.
You want to do something goofy?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll reload.
Because I had my punch fun, and it didn't work out.
Okay, so go and all I'm saying is if you can make this happen on the next stream, I'll upgrade to the next level subscription. Shit. Well, as much as we'd appreciate that, we'd lose way more money buying snakes and going to the airport, and then having to go to jail for putting snakes on the treadmill at the airport than we'd get for you giving us $5 more that we'd have to split with Twitch.
Attention visitors. Combat experiment in progress. Please put on your goggles and take your Rad-X now. The X-42 giant robo-scorpion is alive! Awaken my initiate your search and destroy protocol in the name of all that is glorious!
Up we go.
Ready?
Or
Steady.
does that connect to the rest of
Fighting.
these? No, you're on. Sorry, wrong one.
No, connects. Right there.
What if I also donate 10 bits?
Was that all?
Nope.
One
That,
gun.
it's gonna give away your position.
Ready? Steady. Fighting.
I don't think these connect, William.
I need to go. Oop, I need to go over there.
That's all.
You need to go into that one directly in the corner.
That one?
Yes.
Okay.
I still don't think that's enough. If you want to
This
donate
one looks pretty tough.
10,000 bits, then we probably would have enough to buy snakes.
Ouch.
This will keep
You
you
can go
on your
into the room
feet.
right above your head, but this might be enough. So we'll find out. Take that damage. You're looking for a computer terminal. So look at that computer terminal that's locked with. Yep.
Alright. Was it Programmer's Digest?
Why don't you just take a Mentats?
Because my science isn't that high.
Your science is at 97.
Yeah, I was thinking. Okay, yeah, I was thinking medicine.
It's no use, Elstai. I say good gaming hates science. I love science. I hate not having money. Snakes are expensive.
Alright, let's try overwhelming. Nope.
William, it is clearly northernmost.
Where's that one at? Oh, there it is.
Nope.
Nope, even
way
less
to,
than me.
Way to go, idiot.
What? You're the one who did that one.
No.
Infiltration.
We're getting closer. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. We'll apply for a grant. Once we hit 100 followers, we'll attempt to apply for a grant to test snake races on reverse treadmills at the airport. And I'll also stab Will with a diabetes blood testing
Do
needle.
not stab me with a diabetes blood testing needle.
Nope.
Alright, that's everything. So what do we got to choose from? We got announcement, resurrection.
It's resurrection.
Well, we did infiltration, and that only had 2 correct. Or was it 4 correct?
Yeah, it's 4, so it'd be the
We did
TION.
resurrection.
Hmm.
Nope. Recuperating.
Oh, it could be conversion. That one, that conversation that has TION.
Conversation.
What the hell?
So we got 3 choices left. An announcement, transcribing,
It's not an announcement.
recuperator.
Go for whatever you feel.
There it was.
Yay! Now I
Did
kind
it.
of also want a stream in which you guys.
No.
Up! He wants
Yeah,
it!
Doesn't matter.
Give me your blood!
Nope.
Now I kind of also want to watch a stream when you fill out grant applications for the snake race.
Initiate emergency shutdown or
Yep.
emergency shutdown
Well, then
procedure log.
that'll just have like a bunch of numbers and shit.
Okay.
The other, or it'll just have a thing.
Okay. And then
Is this thing on? This is
That's all.
Dr. Mobius. We're initiating some kind of emergency test shutdown. In 5, 4, as in
Who's hosting? Thank you, Underwater One.
as in tree. 2, as in 2 protists. 1, as in none. Oh look, the emergency overload is initiating.
You did it, Will. You beat the boss.
I bet no one has ever been as unnoticed as me.
but I didn't beat it though.
You could not beat it.
Oh, you can't beat it?
You cannot beat it.
Oh, like it is not for an unarmed build.
It is not with how we have built you.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a. There's a host. Now stab him. Okay.
No.
Will, could you hand me that bag?
I swear if you do that.
I'll stab myself and test my blood sugar on camera. There's a thing right
Oh,
there. There it is. Now you have all of the voice samples. So you can keep going forward
it
like.
says there's another one.
Oh. No, it doesn't. It says it's now you're going to find the seeds, like I said you were going to
Oh,
get.
hey, another layer.
Just a little stab, only 2 inches. The needle doesn't even go that big. I think at most the needle is a little under 1/4 of an inch, but you put a guard over it so it only goes like 32nd of an inch into your finger.
It's more than I want.
No stabby stab. William very much does not want to get stabbed with a needle, and I also think that's probably in violation of TOS to willfully stab someone who does not want to be stabbed.
Yep.
But I'll do this.
Stop it. Stop it.
No.
Stop. I'm trying to pick a lock.
They demanded it.
Stop it.
But seriously though, would you hand me that black bag over the other side of the TV?
Where's that?
It's on the other side of the TV.
This one? You stab me.
I'm not gonna stab you with it. I'm stabbing myself with it.
Okay, I'm just saying, if you do that to me, I will be extremely unhappy.
See, it's like this is a reenactment of what I did to Will the other night. There's not even a needle in it. It was just no.
Stop.
What are you afraid of?
Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Stop.
That's all it does.
Okay, well, I don't want that.
Okay, could you hand me a needle then? It's in the box. Or hand me the whole box. And then there's a white cylinder. I also need you to hand me a white cylinder.
Why are you even doing this on stream?
Because
This is
that's not a white cylinder, that is a blue box.
this?
That is it's literally the only white just raise your ass a 1/2 inch off the seat.
This?
Yes. What if you hypnotize him first that he does want to be stabbed? I don't know.
I don't know if I'm vulnerable to hypnosis or not.
That could be something cool to try. Would you? I'm not gonna stab you. Would you calm down?
No, I don't trust you.
But yeah, like, see, it's like this and then... Oh, it doesn't even actually come out of the top. Just focus on the game. And the fact that you don't trust me to not stab you with a needle after you've asked many times to not be stabbed with a needle does hurt
Because I've
my
asked you
feelings.
not to do stuff before, and you're just like, no. And then you keep doing it.
Boop. There it is, Will. You big baby.
Okay.
Let's see what it says. Oh, it hasn't been quite 2 hours, so that's still fine, though. Nice.
Huh? Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it.
There we
You're
go.
coming
No one
into
got stabbed
focus
except me.
nicely. Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Will, when you were, when you turned 30, did you start seeing flying tortoises?
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have
That is
all
true.
sorts of amazingly
Well, would we be testing
science-terrific
different
thoughts and
species of
ideas when those chalky
treadmill
talents
speed?
are zipping through my biogel. I forget
What
them
would-
all
what would the
not
test
long
actually
after,
be
though,
for science?
especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome
Probably
floor
like,
and walls
nothing
here to
venomous, just in
inscribe
case it would bite us.
equations. Although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
No. So probably like a corn snake.
Really? That implies preconceived notions,
grass snake?
theories,
What
and
is
a
it? Dark garter snake.
hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
I would not want to get bit by a rattlesnake.
Oh, a variety of raisins. You're something of a homily.
You need to phrase it in
Anomaly?
hypothesis in the grand
You're,
hypothesis,
you're really
sideliners are
quite
faster.
special, and
Yeah.
not in the cranially
That's what we
challenged
have to
way.
do.
You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
Are there boa constrictors in the Amazon? I know that's where the anacondas live.
I think so.
I do like the constrictor snakes.
I'm
I've
not
had them a few
sure,
times.
except that I'm sure
They can
there's
be
a very
cuddly at
good
times.
reason for it. I have
But
very
then I
good
learned that
reasons
snakes
for
can't
almost
feel
everything
love,
I do.
So they're just on you. because
Even
you're
if
warm.
I
And was
forget
like,
them
oh.
occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh well. Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
I guess to be the most objective, we'd probably have them race one at a time. And then after all the science is done, we'd have a big fun race.
Curiosity.
Where let them
I
all loose in
experience
airport
that
monsters.
less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers. The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon Mentats break.
I could do that if our mall wasn't so broken down that all of the escalators weren't turned off because they can't afford to keep them running.
Yeah, we went walking in the mall and it was weird. Because there were just so many
Well,
storefronts
every
that had nothing
scientist
there.
needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss
That sounds
sugars and
horrendous.
salts.
I sometimes watch a YouTube channel, and one of the types of videos
I
are
find
just tours
things
of
curious
giant
as
malls.
well.
Ugh.
Go on.
Sad.
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose. Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the raisins better than I do. Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I. Although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was
Stasek, you there?
born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
Yay.
Looks like it's you, me, and Stasek. The usual crew.
The U crew.
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then...
What his deals?
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it.
Haha.
I suspect I have plan C's in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. Probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here. Or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several plan Bs in case the As fail.
Wait, what is a Klein loop?
It's not a Klein loop. It's called like a Klein figure. I forget exactly.
Is that like the triangle?
Maybe. You can look it up.
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time and history.
Okay.
All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite
It's
professional.
like a weird grandpa computer.
Really? It is so unlike me to make an error in anything I do. Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright.
Or the other two.
They are the think tank for a
What happened to the
reason.
second one?
That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
Gross. That is a good question.
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers.
I don't think that's a
You
word.
were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had
I
never
forgot why
thought
you
to
were
try in
special.
all
Now
their
maybe I shot
countless
my head.
escape attempts.
Yeah.
Got some good springs. There's a bullet.
Just pick one.
I'm gonna do that one.
Yes, very good.
I like
I
this
should
one.
have mentats in just you instead of the
Bronson's
other way
overtop.
around. Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place,
It's all
bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the auto dock in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem. And the brain extraction technology for once
So Will,
worked.
let me shoot you in the head.
That gave the think
And
tank
then I
the
can take
knowledge
blood from
its
your
brains
fingers.
shouldn't,
And you'll cure diabetes.
couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial cells into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation, I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck. So watch
Your
it,
luck
potty
sounds
mouth.
pretty good.
My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave.
It will help you guys
It
look like
prompted
valid
them
scientists
to
with a snake
focus
race
on
training.
retrieving those
Not letting him
technologies
stab
and
me
bring
so that we
them
can
to
race snakes
attack
in an
me.
airport.
What if
And
you stab
coincidentally, pardon my language,
I'll let you
all
use the
those
gun.
technologies are needed
Yeah,
to
just
put a
pilot your
brain,
own finger bullet.
your brain, back into its skull properly.
Let's see, where are there any other data transmitted? But the think tank down
Hey,
there is
Dervik!
next-
Oh man.
Yeah, I get all caps. We're doing good.
I know you're Dervik's favorite.
Yeah, I am.
The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought
Doing
patterns.
good. How are you
The
doing,
sneaky
Dervik?
suit? Why, it houses a
Doing better
cardiac
if Will doesn't
regulator.
stab him.
No.
And the sonic sound wave
You're saying no,
projectile
it would
emitter
make me feel
was
better.
Okay,
never
well,
intended
no,
as
you're
a
not
weapon.
going to stab me.
It was
I
a
do not want you to
medicinal
stab me.
vertebrae
If
pulse
we can get 30 more
desensitizer.
followers, I'll sneak into
In
the
short,
balloon at night while he's
brains,
sleeping
a
instead.
heart, and
No.
courage.
Because I'm
Spine.
such a heavy sleeper, he
I
probably
think
could.
there was a story
Slow
once
click.
where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
Well, can we turn? Can you? I think you can turn it down.
From here?
Yeah.
We can try. Because we had a guy earlier say the game audio was too quiet.
No, he said it was too loud. It's still too loud.
You want to just drop it down 2 more clicks?
Yeah, we'll try that.
Okay.
Thank you for letting us know, Dervik.
Let's see. Was there any other broadcast data? The think tank downloaded this.
Well, then why didn't you say anything, Stysik?
Oh, yeah.
I hope he means the seductive, cool sirens that murdered sailors and not like really loud, waily sirens that wake you up in the middle of the night because someone was murdered because our country has lost all sense of decency.
That means my plan is a total
That's what I
failure.
think.
That is
I mean, I woke up
unfortunate.
Evan that one time in the middle of the night
Oh,
when we were
well,
camping.
at
and
least
had a
I
nightmare about
tried.
bears.
What is the scariest nightmare you've ever had, aside from the waking one you have every day living with me?
Well, that's not that bad. When I
No,
was
he didn't say good, but I'll take it.
Yes, my overly aggressive cammed-up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program. Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt. But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them.
Will, your stupid, powerful
You're
words.
really
Kind of
quite
the most
difficult to
powerful words.
ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so.
Okay, what else does he have to say?
Yes,
Answer my
yes,
nightmare
this
question.
is getting
Okay, nightmare question,
interesting.
yeah. When I
You
was
are
younger,
just
I had a
filled with
reoccurring
these
nightmare,
little
basically just
slices of
getting chased through
curiosity,
my
aren't
neighborhood
you?
as all the houses were getting set on fire by like a horde of zombies or whatever it was at the time, and I was trying to get to some end point, and then every time I got there, the dream would just restart, and it would just be the same thing over and over again. And then it also happened in like a grocery store, and
Zombies were lighting houses on fire in a grocery
well, I don't know if it
store.
was zombies. It was just shadowy creature, humanoid things. But yeah, it was just a dream that would repeat several times before I woke up.
Stysik says, I had a nightmare once that one of the dogs had gone full Cujo and was trying to get me into my room to murder me.
Goodbye part of our
That
little
was scary
chat
when I
then.
almost screamed woke up from it.
Goodbye.
Like one of the dogs you
Please mind
currently
the
live
equations
with?
on the floor.
Because that would be scary. I wouldn't trust that dog when I woke up. Alright, I want a hard save.
I don't trust that dog anyway.
Also, now you've locked yourself into the ending.
Wait, I have?
Yes. I think we can get away from doing some stuff, but you need to keep going now. You need to
Oh.
talk to your brain. I was trying to tell you to not go in to talk to Mobius, and then we got into talking about stabbing.
Well, you didn't tell me that because you were taking your blood magic.
Well, you should have known going to Mobius.
Oh, Dr. Mobius' scrubs.
See, they're just like Klein's, but you get a +1 charisma. No, thank you, dogs. Because I believe after this it's going to tell you to go talk to the think tank. Do not go talk to the think tank.
Well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland.
Is that supposed to be how I
and
talk?
where have we been?
That's how your brain has
Crawling
chosen to
through
talk.
bits of radioactive muck again?
This is too weird. I'll be back later.
I mean, you can do that.
Yeah.
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Why are you such a dick?
Well, I'm glad your dog is a big dumb sweetheart that won't bite your face off while you're sleeping.
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Hmm? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment? I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush
Are you
get
ready
when
to
you help someone.
intelligence check your own
Do you
brain?
know
Yes.
where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives
It's
are.
true, he does accidentally hurt people when he gets too hyped up, though. He's a big old dummy when he jumps on you, and it doesn't feel great. Medicine fuckery.
Well, look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You're just as glandular as I. Oh man, you need to throw that down on someone.
Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it.
I'm just gonna hold my brain.
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
How did he manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though. Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank.
You
As
might
soon as
be
he
able
saw
to
the
once you get your
opportunity,
brain back
he
without
took it.
finishing the DLC, get your brain put back in.
Get my brain back and then get my brain put back. Wait, what?
Like, okay, you know it's not in your body
Yeah,
right now.
you said get my brain back and then get my brain put back in.
Yes, because you're literally just going to be holding your brain in a bucket
Oh, okay.
until you go to the place and go, can you put my brain bucket into
Well,
my other
as
brain
long as your
bucket?
curiosity is satisfied. I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get
Do you ever
done when
think
you're
about
not
the fact
constantly looking for
that
places to
our
urinate?
brains
It's
are
quite a
just
lot, I can tell
tiny
you.
pilots for bone flesh mechs?
I've never thought of that before, no.
Like, all of this is just our brain pulling levers. We're not doing this.
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
Oh man, more science. Or speech.
his speech.
Whatever, it's close enough.
Will can't read anymore. He's gone senile.
My brain is not piloting. I feel this way because you're lacking those hormones.
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
I can't think the way you think.
Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
Kiss.
We have to trust each other. Maybe we keep going like this. What do you think? Let's try.
Can you do a song about getting your brain
I
back to
suppose
the
there might
tune
be
of
some
the Chills
advantage to
Baby
that,
Back?
yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create
Chili's
some
back.
improved synergy between us.
I want my hypothalamus back. Nope, that doesn't work.
Your brainy back, brainy back, brainy back.
I don't know, brainy? That sounds weird.
Yeah, that's the only way I could get it to rhyme with baby. Or sound like baby. So join me first. More Wild Adventures. Maybe I've been a little unfair to you. So I'll let you.
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could
All right,
settle
then.
myself back in your skull
We'll
and
sing it.
reconnect
You were
all those
doing it
pesky
before.
nerve endings,
He
Dr.
said it's fine with
Mobius
brain
doesn't
back.
have the tools here.
You
We
finish
would have to make
No,
use of
you
Dr.
started it.
Klein's
You have
lab,
to finish
and I
this fight,
rather doubt
Master
the
Chief.
brains are inclined
This
to
is your
share.
chance to get out of your weird shell. Go.
I like
now.
my shell.
Go now before you do the brainy back song. Do it for Stysik.
Hold on, I'm thinking of.
I want my...
No, I'd like the last line for Chili's baby back.
It just goes, Chili's baby back ribs.
Yeah, but what words would you say for it instead?
Brainy back in my head.
There you go.
No, but you have to do the first
No,
part.
you already
you,
did.
no, you have to, I didn't do the first part. Do the first part, I'll do the last part. Go.
I don't.
Do it. Do it. Do it. 3, 2, 1.
I want my brainy back, brainy back, brainy back, brainy back, brainy back.
Brainy.
Back in my head.
Yeah, we did it. We were so off tune.
Yes.
Now we'll sing the SpongeBob. Anyway.
I promise to put us back together once they did what I wanted.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were
I wish your
recently
grandma
deprived
was
of
here
my
for that.
fabulous advice, but
I
really? Once
I
I'm
really
delivered
hope
into
that
their
was my
clutches,
grandma that
they'll
showed up.
find a way past
That
the
would be
radar
super
fence, and the
weird.
Homo Harvey
What if it
will
was
be
your
their
dad
playground.
just messing with you?
And that is
There's no
assuming,
way
of
my
course,
dad
that one
would
of them doesn't take a
go
fancy
through
to
that
our
much
body
trouble.
and decide to slip his own brain
Oh, you
into
should
it
have asked your
instead.
grandma to follow.
I will. Next time I talk to her. Sweet, you're a part of me. I know you don't want to let that happen when I do. Let your brain get out that they don't see. What's about letting the brains get out? So they're talking. Okay, so he's talking about not letting them out.
Yeah, you don't want to let them out because they are definitively dangerous. Because they don't have like the part of their brain that make them human anymore, and they're very smart when they're let to be smart, so they would just start killing people.
So it's best to just keep them. The best ending is to keep them here.
There's not an option for that.
Oh, okay.
Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin rushes when we saved the day.
Wait, so even if
Alright.
you told them here's
What's
how
the
to get
plan?
out, they wouldn't leave?
You don't have an option to tell them that.
Oh. Would you ever get an option to tell them that?
No, your options are to tell them to stay here because it's fine, or to murder them.
Okay. Thinking about the boring, we'll make them. Let's go. I'll handle the brains. You stay here. You'll put. Oh, sorry. Nose itch real bad.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us.
Yep. So now you can.
Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
All right. So I do think, even if you don't like the bonuses right now, I think to get the best ending, you do need to have at least your brain put in your head.
Okay, but so wait, do I need to like grab him or?
No, yeah, his brain was already added.
Oh, okay.
It said that in the corner. So I think Mobius might have some more to say.
Yeah, I was gonna check with him real quick. I'm gonna see if he's got like a room here or something.
Oh, I see you and your brain reached a compromise. How pleasant. I hypothesized after the indignant frequencies my receptors had recepted, such a partnership-based conclusion would be low on the likely scale.
My brain told me the think tank needs to be stopped. Can you help? Do you know how to stop the think tank? Can I have a mentat?
Yeah, he'll give you infinite mentats.
If I recall, I had a plan that was working, whatever it was. I don't think it reached fruition. I would recall fruit if it had happened.
Fruit.
I wasn't trying to kill them, just keep them out of trouble. What was that plan? Blast. I probably wrote it down on the floor somewhere.
Used to attack the think tank. What was the plan you had? Well, I don't want to keep them out of trouble. I want to kill them. Nah, let's go with what was the plan you had.
Something ingenious and needlessly complicated, I expect. I may have already told you and forgotten it. I forgot I had forgotten pencils until one day I found one.
Do you ever
Spent
remember forgotten
days
pencils?
studying its purpose before my memory circuit kicked
Remembering
in.
Forgotten
Felt
Pencils sounds like
quiet
a
silly.
Depeche Mode single.
Heh.
I wish I wouldn't have fucked up saying that band name.
Let's see. Attacks I could use to attack. Anything I could use to stop them.
When it says attack,
doesn't-
it doesn't necessarily mean like attack.
Mhm. But is there anything I could use to stop them that doesn't require violence?
That is better use.
Well, you could try and appeal to their humanity.
That is the hardest
That's a
best
tired
option.
cliche. And really, when they were humans,
And
they
it
weren't
is not
very
just a
good
matter of
humans.
speech checks.
They weren't very good humans. Is that what you need, like high medicine science?
No, it's like you have to make logical choices of what you are saying to them.
I'd like to make the effort.
Well,
I
there's
accidentally
many
messed it
things
up
they
one
have
time. I had to
forgotten,
reload it. It was
sitting
a
in their
pain in the ass 'cause there's
bowls.
a lot of talking in the
Friendship,
first
the
few.
thrill of discovery. Love, masturbation, the usual. Much like your brain, I am certain there is something you can spark within each of them. Memories, hormones.
Too bad Gabe's dead.
A wise man
still
once
use
said,
Gabe
the eyes
for a
do
rock
more
guy.
than see.
Yeah.
Make them see, if you can. Or, if not, you can always make
Does it
them
mean-
succumb
Since it doesn't
to
mean
fear.
attack, does it mean multiple
It
attacks?
certainly worked for me.
Yes.
For a time. Then you came along, and bravery and
There are
or
many attacks,
desperation
many attacks,
trumped
many
that
attacks, many
little
attacks, many
idea.
attacks, many
Back to
attacks.
the drawing board, I suppose. Or is this the end?
Yep.
Hard to tell.
I'd really, really like to.
Oh, tell them I'm still alive. We had a nice chat, and we agree on a few things. That's true, isn't it? Or you could kill me and lie about it. Either way, it would be interesting.
Tells you that's a thing.
And
you
if
can
you
do.
are partial to lying and deception,
Well, it is like the
you
end
could
of the
tell them
DLC,
a
so
ludicrous
he's
lie.
trying to
The more over
do a
the
lot
top,
of
the
stuff.
better. That's my
At
experience.
least it wasn't the
They're
getting into
more
the
than a
DLC.
little
We ended up
gullible.
talking to all five of
Better
the other
make it
brains for like
convincing,
2
though.
hours.
Or it'll be the dissection table and vivisectors for you. And if you speak of me, please try and make me look good. I am Dr. Mobius, after all, not some lab assistant teacher's aide.
But that aside, I do really like the writing here, so.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then.
So, do not go
Goodbye.
and talk to people.
Please
Yeah, 'cause we
mind the
haven't found all the
equations on the
locations yet.
floor.
Or all of the seeds. Like, you need to basically 100% everything.
Mm-hmm.
So just, there's nothing really here. Maybe, maybe this is the place of the room that had the bajillion mentats.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna check. Was the rooms up here? So this one's just storage.
Yep. Lots of, we'll go all the way in the back.
Hmm?
Is there something there? There is a thing. There's a psycho. Delicious. So wait, you wouldn't take Psycho, William?
Probably not.
Why not? What are you afraid of?
I mean, isn't it really addictive in their world?
I don't know about that. I know Jet is super. I was saying it more
Camera.
because of how huge the needle is.
Oh.
I bet no one has ever been as unnoticed as me.
Will, notice her.
I notice you, suit, because I'm wearing you. Oh, another lair gun.
Yep.
Oop. That. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Microfusion cells. Wonder glue.
An entire Wonder Glue. Whoa. Yeah, I was kind of bummed there wasn't like. Oh, we have vaults.
Vintages.
Oh,
That's
scientist scrubs. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, 7.
There it is.
Yep.
A pile of mentats.
I'm not sure what we have 7 of. Were there 7 viewers or something for a second there?
I don't know.
That would be cool. Oh, what's in the box? Okay. That was a good movie. Have you actually seen that movie, Will?
No, I haven't. I just know that line. But isn't it like,
Spoilers if you're going to say anything.
oh, okay.
I mean, you can. I'm pretty sure the people who've been here have seen 7.
'Cause isn't it like he's offered something, but if he accepts it, someone he doesn't know dies?
No, that's the box, sort of. The premise of the box is that there's a button that if you push, you'll get like $10 million, but someone you don't know will die.
Oh, okay.
The box from the movie 7 has to do with the bad guy has a box, and the main character wants to know what's in it, and what's in it is terrible.
Is it someone's head?
Yep. Yes, we all have, Will. Everyone has.
I haven't.
I guess that means you're no one.
Yeah. That means I get to be invisible.
Or you're a nobody, which means you have to be in Kingdom Hearts 2.
No. What is the third version of thing from that?
I didn't get far enough to care. Although part of me wants to stream Kingdom Hearts 3 just so I can shit on it.
Oh, I was gonna say you could have me play it because I don't know any of the lore for it. I could just be like, "What's this? Why are they doing this?"
I don't. That could be fun, but at the same time, I would be like trying to explain it, and then we'd have someone just slide in who's knows all the lore, and they're like, "Actually, Sora's not even real," and I'm like, I don't know, man." Axel throws fire chakrams. That's
he?
all I. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he had the coolest weapons in 2. Yeah, because I played 1, 2, a little bit of Birth by Sleep, and then I played Chain of Memories.
I mean, you could play the games. They'd just be really confusing and weird, probably.
All right, back to the sink to get your brain put in, and then you can see what all your perks are. Oh, I guess you were not on the ground all the way yet.
Huh, that's weird.
Oh, you were in the middle of the animation of going, ugh. But I played, I think, the first hour and 10 minutes, and I was just like, oh man, this
But
game.
getting your brain put back in is the better than having it just left out the whole time.
They're completely different. You'll have to see. They give you completely different perks.
So what do you get for having it out?
I don't know, man. I know you're immune to poison.
I thought that was for the heart.
I think they're all immune to poison because you don't have any organic bits in you.
I'm gonna
Brainless.
brainless. You can no longer be crippled. Your head can no longer be crippled, and you're resistant to chem addiction. And the
And
shock
you have
from
threshold.
yeah. Okay.
No, they will arrest you if you try to play 3 first. It's literally impossible.
Well, Will played any? Have you played any of them ever?
I watched Daniel play a little
No,
bit.
you
You
played
require
them.
some
No.
additional
Oh, and you'll
services.
go to jail.
Oh, cool.
Do you know what they do to you in anime jail?
I imagine I have to prove myself as the newcomer and fight like the biggest guy
Rightly
there,
so, I
and
should
then
think.
I'll either get
All right,
beat up,
then.
and then I'll just
Let me
be a
just fire
background
up the old
character, or
interface for you.
I'll win and become a main character.
Have you seen Dead Man Wonderland?
I thought I was the one who showed that to you.
No, I saw that before we lived together because it was when I
I
lived with my parents.
read it before it ever became an
Okay,
anime.
well, anyway, like Dead Man Wonderland, the premise is going to be really cool, but then by the end, you're going to be really disappointed.
Oh, okay, because I got like a little ways through it, and then stop reading it.
Yeah, it's dumb.
You require some additional services?
Swap them bits.
Let's see. Can you perform? Oh,
No,
that's
you
like,
gotta engage your services and
yes.
then swap your bitty parts.
Swap body parts.
Oh!
I don't have the option for the brain.
Oh, maybe the brain has to be in your head. Wait, what? What?
Maybe the brain has to talk to the think tank first?
Maybe? But you can put those back in and see what they do. There you go. Cardiac arrest.
Cardiac arrest. Your heart is back in your body, but some advanced technologies remain. You are less resistant to poison. 50% of robots are only somewhat confused by you. Likely to score 25% less likely to score critical hits now. But on the bright side, healing items and chems are twice as effective.
That is very good.
That is good. And can you have that? Oh, let's do it. Can you have it taken out?
Yeah.
You require
You can
some
come back here after
additional
you finish
services?
this DLC and take out your body parts as much as you want. You can
Right.
have all none of them or all of them. That was a weird way to say that.
Reattach your spine. Swap your heart. Oh, okay.
Yep. I think you just have to. I don't know why you can't do anything with your brain right now.
That is strange. You lost the spineless strength. So your spine is back in your body, but some advanced technology remain. Okay, your torso
Yep. +2 strength.
can now be crippled again, but your strength and damage threshold bonuses have been doubled to +2. Okay, that's fine.
Yep. So now you have a phantom 10th strength. You have a phantom
And then
11th strength.
Yeah. Cool. Let's go find some locations.
And well, you should do the mission you're on.
Well,
Oh, you also give the jukebox that sound thing.
I thought I wasn't supposed to do anymore.
No, don't. Just you can do all of the stuff except talk to the think tank.
Yeah, which that's the last thing for them. You're talking about field
I
research?
said the jukebox.
Yeah, but you should do the mission you're working on.
Yes, the one with the jukebox.
You
If
didn't
you
say
know
that
what
one.
the word
You said do
proletariat
the mission
means,
you're working
do
on.
you know
which
what
was
that makes you?
The think tank one.
What's the haps?
This is weird for everyone.
Sorry.
That's okay.
don't poke my neck. I'll try and bite you.
Tisk.
Right on, Daddy-o. Just plug it in and I'll mix you up a sweet, sweet sound.
Robo Scorpion.
Whoa, what was that?
That was your phone. Let's see. Oh, how do I reprogram it? Oh, I want to recalibrate.
Right
it.
on, Daddy.
Spark. What does a Robo Scorpion do?
I don't know. Man.
Well
I
read and erudite.
none of them were
For
because I
fun.
never did energy weapons, so none of them were good enough for me to care.
Right, I keep forgetting they actually have like a small little function. Robo Scorpion. Bonus for power. Critical strike explosion.
So it does the thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Gabriel's bark is still the best one if I remember because it knocks them down.
Yeah, because remember when
What's the haps?
what was the weapon that was causing the things to explode on critical hit? I think it was like was it a fist weapon?
Yes.
Yeah, like that wasn't
Right
good.
on.
'Cause
It was the That was the two-step goodbye.
that was it. Yeah. Okay. Whoop. Yeah, there's still the biological research station.
Yep. You gotta find those seeds.
I don't know why. Am I stuck on? No.
It's just
Stuck
like
on
you wants to
Nuggy.
touch your legs.
He's being very huggy.
Ha.
Haha. Let's see, do I have the biological research station?
What are you talking about? The biological research station is the thing in your room.
Oh.
It does the plants. You're trying to just find more seeds.
Okay. Oh, and that's 2 locations I don't have yet. Nice.
Yep.
Is your finger okay?
I mean, it's like your big ass teeth marks.
I'm sorry, I bit your finger so
It's-
hard.
It's okay, Charlie.
What?
Yep. I'll leave that for the internet.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you okay?
I'm
You
just
keep-
having a moment with
you-
my friends on the internet. A thing, Will, don't worry about it. It's
This one looks pretty tough.
punch him right in the processing unit body.
I did the sensor unit.
Was that all?
Let's see.
You also picked like the worst place to warp to.
I thought I warped to a decent one, but I guess not. Nope, can't.
No, this place is full of the little bug monsters again.
Mm,
Little bugaboos. Oh man, spore people are creepy.
they are creepy.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Oh man. Well, this is the first Night Stalker you've killed since you got that perk, so maybe it'll pop up in the corner and be like, hey, you killed 3 of whatever.
Mm,
Nope, you just killed that guy.
yep.
Was that all?
Take that, guy. I do wish some of the perks from 4 were in this, like the Wasteland Whisperer.
Hey, my grandpa was a spore person, and I find that.
Well, I'm sorry your grandpa was a monster. But at
I
least
need to go over there.
someone got something out of that
Time
little
to
rat game
fight.
that no one talks about anymore.
I remember being super excited for that game when it was coming out.
I also remember you being excited for that game. How many penis monsters did
Cessation
you
of
make in it?
hostilities complete.
0? I don't believe that.
Well, that's true. Oh, dirty water.
It's right
Yeah.
there. How much does a stim pack heal you now?
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure. Would it say?
Yeah, it always says. 13 for so
That's-
every 6 seconds.
That's what it was already.
Maybe it changes when you use it. So it's supposed to be double that, so. Alright.
Get on the ground.
Was that all?
It worries me how much you laugh at that.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just like I feel like if you had the power to karate punch someone so hard they like stalled out, you would then punch them again while they were falling over.
I don't think I would do that.
Just like an Ippo.
What's in the bag?
A medical brace.
I don't need that.
Jigglypuff!
Time to fight.
As seen from above. Oh, here's some seeds.
Oop,
You gotta drop down there and punch that plant.
I'm gonna go do that.
2-Punch Will, as he's known on the streets. What streets are you known on, Will?
Walnut and Ranch.
Will is known on Ranch Street, which is why he'll drink ranch when we get 10 more followers.
It is not the same ranch.
All ranch is connected. Oh, this is the rare one. Oh, you knocked it out!
Yeah. Paralyzed it.
Stupid points and concussions. Now, does he have anything cool? There's the seeds.
Yep.
The corrosive glove.
Corrosive glove.
Yep. The corrosive glove is really good for things that have armor.
Oh, hey.
Yep. You could have. That's how you could have 2 of them.
You can wear both of them?
No, like if you didn't have jerry rigging, that's how you could fix it. I think if
oh,
you're
is that
already
no, that's this one. Health regen, endurance +1. What is the one I have? Oh,
it's the same thing. Oh, one's just a single line. The
Mhm.
other one is
yeah.
multiple. Can you wear both? What if you click on it?
I can try.
Damn.
No.
Well, it's whatever one you want to do.
That one has more DT. By
Oh, it
1.
does?
Yeah, by 1.
Oh, because it's less broken.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we gotta find
Ready,
one more thing of seeds,
Steady. Fighty.
which I think is literally just right over here. Explosions.
Can't get me this time, mine.
Oh, you just walked right past the seeds. That plant didn't care at all.
Nope. Alright, we got him.
Excuse me. Return the samples. And tomorrow we'll have the green screen, but I don't know if we'll have it set up.
Oh, there's still an enemy nearby.
Most likely we will not have it
Bad
set up because
guys
we don't have a
dealt
stand.
with.
Hold on. But it would be cool if we could find a way to set it up.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
I'm not being attacked.
Yes, you are.
Oh, stop it.
Ow, stop it.
I said, stop it.
Okay, well, it's not like you said ow. Like you
Cessation of hostility.
You make me in pain.
Good. Alright.
Here you go, you creepy machine.
You
Here's
got some
the
plans for me, don't you? Yeah, I can smell it all over you.
That's weird.
I love it when you talk like that. Let me just get that interface up and running for you.
Process seed, convert. Oh.
process seed into planter. Now you have all of the plants.
Did it give it all to them, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
because now in a little bit those will all fill up.
Oh, there
We
we go.
did it.
We did it.
I think that's everything.
Now we just gotta go find the locations.
I believe so. Yep. Just
I don't know why I'm looking at the map. It doesn't say.
nope. You just gotta look at your chicks. I know there's a couple down by Higgs Valley. If you just want to warp there, that you can start from there.
Okay.
Wear it all over your head and see what happens.
There's one.
Yeah. So now we're at the part of the game where Will walks around and rubs his greasy face all over everything.
And I continue punching things as we go.
Yep. Hey, where'd the marker go? Oh, it's behind you now.
Which means it's down here.
This one looks pretty tough.
These dudes just spawned out of the ether.
Mm-hmm. So they're not like those robots.
Why?
Who
Why is
also just spawned directly in front of me.
But why do you say at least like when these? Oh.
Oh no.
Get him.
Why that one?
Fight him with your hands. I didn't do like anything.
Nope. I think
Oh,
I
he's
think he
blocking.
blocked, yeah.
Oh, if only you. Oh, he died from the fire. If only you had that perk to let you damage through block. That perk is actually really good if you download the King of the Ring mod.
What's the King of the Ring mod?
It adds a boxing storyline, or it adds like a fight club. Damn.
Ooh, that punched his face off.
There you go, you found Ulysses Point. That's the really important one. Who's shooting you with bullets?
Someone is shooting me, yeah.
It's a cave entrance, I think, to your right behind you right now.
Good.
You can also block. You idiot had to reload. You don't have to reload your fist.
Nope.
Good night.
You like
Thought
me?
I might.
That guy will never be the head of a corporation. Yep, there's the
Oh
hole.
yeah, there it was.
This
Was
was the
that
one that I
all?
had to. Took me a really long time to find.
So what's in here?
You'll see. It's a bunch of sentry bots. Get fucked.
I mean, you saw me beat up 6 sentry bots earlier.
No.
Yeah. Oh, hey, it's a bunch of
There's
stuff.
a bunch of good stuff in here in terms of like supplies. Now I'm gonna take the rebound.
Oh, I guess I could take that.
It's just because that one's good. That gives you AP, and it's non-addictive. I believe that's purely an aid, and it's doubled. Every chem you take gets double effects,
Nice.
and because of Day Tripper, they all last twice as long. No, not twice as long. They last, I think it's 1.5 times as long.
I don't have Day Tripper though. Oh
You
wait,
have
yeah, I
Day
do have
Tripper.
Day Tripper, yeah.
Remember, you did all those mentats until your brain turned to super brains.
There we go.
The thing I don't understand is how you were actually taking mentats here, because mentats makes your brain secrete whatever, and you're not physically connected. You weren't physically connected to your brain.
Yeah. Let's see. That's a submachine gun. What is that? It's a just a box full of ammo.
Yep. Or it's a bunch of the casings for it, so you can just make the bullets.
Guns, knives.
There should be some hollow tapes here, I believe. Because this is where you get the thing for the challenge things that come.
Stealth.
More sneaky boys.
Nice. What's in that one? Nothing. That's just the bench.
What's it like to have 10 strength, William?
It's pretty cool.
And then you have a campfire. Just a lunchbox.
Glue.
I think it's on the bed. Or it's, yeah.
Don't need that. Don't need that. Really need that.
Pulse mines are actually really good here when you're fighting certain robot. Yep, there they are.
Up there. Patient log. What's in the logs?
I think these are audio files. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Don't want to argue philosophy with you. Brotherhood are preservationists.
Oh, is that
Tech in the wrong hands, it's dangerous. Mojave's proof.
No denying
I
that.
felt like Holotape wasn't a worthy sequel to Hollow
All
Knight.
around us. Your tribe, the Brotherhood. Haven't met many of you. Wanted to. Thought you might be the last chance for the Mojave. The West. The East. But you're all the same mind. Obsessed.
Elijah is obsessed.
Is that the other
He's
courier?
mad. It's why they ordered his execution.
Two are more alike than you know. Too wrapped up in the wrong bits of history to see ahead. Not judging. I know how it is.
Ulysses has a
People
cool
are like
voice.
couriers. You and him. Sometimes don't even know the message they bring. You all had a new flag. Thought maybe new ideas along with it. What you believe isn't any better than the bear or bull. No future in either.
So says the man with the old world flag on his back. America, the Commonwealth, burned away.
America sleeps. And until it's dead, I carry it. Just like I carried you. More than hope. Belief.
Ulysses has a pretty
There's
cool
voices here in the big empty. I want to talk to them. Not like your Elijah did. Got questions. Want to hear history give its answer.
Didn't think you'd make it back.
Almost didn't. Got my answers. Your Elijah. He met the gods in this place. Did a good job of making them question the way of things.
Do you know where he went?
He's gone to the Sierra Madre. That's a special kind of hell. He won't come back. Someone smarter, tougher is going to kill him. If the Madre doesn't.
I have to go after him.
Not going to talk you out of it. Know what it means to track someone you share history with. Got a meeting of my own.
That courier?
Get him to come to me. Got a message for him. Like the message he had for me. Make them walk the road west, straight and true. Sink their feet in old world ash. Let storms tear at them. See the divide. See what happened.
The divide. There's nothing there.
Nothing there. Like the big empty. The Sierra Madre. No. The old world sleeps there. Sure as the flag I carry. The courier knows the way. And at the divide, he and I. There. We'll have an ending to things.
Well, dang. That
Yep.
sounds super cool. I really like his voice.
He is a cool character that it bums me out every time they're like, yeah, there is going to be like 40-hour story. Did you open those cases next to the bed?
Yeah,
Those-
that was where I started.
Oh, okay. They're like, yeah, he was going to be a companion. And he, yeah. And I was
Oh,
like,
and they just had to do a bunch of cut content.
yep. But he got to come back for a DLC.
There's a missing location over there.
Yep. 'Cause I think you're probably at about 20, so you need to find like 10 or 11 more.
Mm-hmm.
You can check it under challenges, but sorting through challenges is a pain in the ass in this game.
You can always just count on the minimap too. Or map,
That
or
would
whatever.
take even longer.
Just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Making sure you're 100% correct.
I'm always 100% correct.
That's so wrong.
Nope.
That is almost the wrongest thing I've heard today.
Those are some big guns.
That's the gun you have to fire.
Uh-oh.
What we got? Wait, was that the pushy effect?
The guy's a Gauss rifle.
Ah. I'm over here, nerd. That's also not a guy. That's a bone lord. And he doesn't have a rifle.
Yeah, unarmed uppercuts and crosses, like 100% of the time, almost knock guns out of people's hands. That's why I love unarmed builds in this game, because they're broke as hell.
I just imagine him like knocking the gun out of him and he just starts like clicking his jawbones and trying to run away.
Playing the spooky, scary skeletons. I looked it up. If we don't do it for more than 15 sustained seconds,
No problem.
no problem. Uh-oh, here's the biggest boy.
Ultimo bot.
Yep. Damn, you are burning him. See, like, this guy would be annihilated by the corrosive glove. You think? It didn't actually seem like he had armor.
Do you have anything good on him?
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
another layer rifle.
A bunch of electronic shit. Will, if you are always
This one
100%
looks
correct,
pretty
then
tough.
tell us, what is the best kind of chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
Oh no. The heat begins. Have you found this location?
Yeah.
Well, look on the map and it'll tell you where you are. It says you are false!
Yeah.
Hey, get on that
left.
gun then.
Oh, yeah, that's what we need for the book recipe.
Yep.
That one? Or
I
this
think
one?
it's to your kill this. Oh, yeah. Kill these trauma skeletons. Oh, he doesn't have his protective helmet. You have picked the worst kind of chocolate.
No. Dark chocolate is the best chocolate. Wait, did
his
blood
head-
fly out of it?
Yeah, and eyeballs. You punched a skeleton so hard that you gave it eyeballs. You canned the shit out of that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to go up on that little side stage, and then there's a button. There's a button. No, not up there to your right. Oh my god. Oh. It's a skirpin. Or it's. Yeah, there's a button around here somewhere.
Clang.
Oh no. Oh, you're juggling it! Get up here, skeleton, and fight me like a man. A skeleton man. Oh.
It's gonna.
Wouldn't you go like that if you got punched by a superheated pneumatic fist?
I'd probably just be on the ground.
Oh, I also could have shot those and blown them up.
Those?
Yes.
Okay.
I think this is the button gun? Or it's... Yes.
Initiate testify. Oh, I was hoping it would actually, like, explode over there. Do you have to do that more than once, or...?
I don't think you can do it more than once. Oh. Can you go and just try the other guns? Yes, I think you can.
Yeah.
And then maybe there's something in that little shelter area that'll be like, this is how you redirect the guns or something.
That one?
Yeah, but let's just see.
Don't think I can
What
do
is
anything
that?
up here. That's
You're
a
my best
body
friend
and a toolbox.
forever.
Best friend forever.
Mm-hmm.
Dark chocolate is to milk chocolate, or white chocolate as oatmeal raisin cookies are to English toffee cookies.
I've never had an English toffee cookie, but I get you're saying that oatmeal raisin are the worst cookie, which is false. But oatmeal raisin are not that great now. But I do like oatmeal cookies. Like I had an oatmeal peanut butter cookie and it was awesome.
What would you say is the worst cookie then?
I know I had it in my brain of like, this is the cookie I just actively like, I don't want that in my mouth. But I can't think of what it is. I like oatmeal raisin cookies more than snickerdoodles, but that's because I'm just not really a huge fan of molasses flavor. Drink all them Sunset sarsaparillas.
tiny rat turds that makes them even worse. I've had a number of very good oatmeal raisin cookies because if the raisins are like really good. But
Some proton axes.
I think there is something in here that's sort of good, if I remember.
Is it a skill book or something?
Maybe. I just remember coming in here now and being like, wait a minute, this seems really familiar.
Because we definitely have not found all the skill book recipes.
Oh no, we definitely have not. Maybe I'm nuts. Something on the floor by the skeleton. Nope. The only chocolate worse than dark chocolate is dark chocolate with a fruit filling.
I am not fond of chocolate and fruit in any form, but dark chocolate with fruit is better than white chocolate with fruit.
I like dark chocolate with fruit like strawberries and cherries. Raspberry can kind of be hit or miss depending on like the mixture of
Ready,
sweet to tart.
steady, fighty.
Be careful, do not put those shells between you and people with guns.
Because they'll blow up.
Mm-hmm. And they do a lot of damage. Like, I love chocolate dipped strawberries.
Alright, let's warp over
Game
there.
over.
See if that thing spawned.
Directly to the right down.
Right there?
Yep, Boomtown.
Boomtown.
Chocolate and fruit are better on their own than they are together.
So it was third crater to the left.
There's
There we
the
go.
Foot Locker. And there it is. And another one of those things.
Oh, nice. That one's at max, whatever.
Nice. And it's worth a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
I don't know if, since they don't occupy things, I don't think those count. You can be repaired with hats.
But they're light armor, so we might be able to repair them with a hat.
That's true.
This one
So
looks
are there
pretty
any-
tough.
That was all there was to fix here. Oh, you're
Looking for locations, yeah.
I definitely like chocolate dipped strawberries more than regular strawberries. Bork! Oh! Hey, they've stopped doing the thing where they spin off behind you.
Yeah, because I don't think they're not even hit by the pushy effect. Or actually, no, they were doing that while.
Yeah, they're doing it with this fist.
Yeah. There's a location over there I haven't gotten.
Dealt with.
Well, then you're not 100% right.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Wait, what? 100% right. Did I say 100% right about something?
Maybe.
There it is.
There it is. Into the sky.
Because I know Will said he's always 100% correct. Okay, that's right. I get what you're saying. But you're also wrong, so. Looking for.
They're the goggles. I want to see if I can repair the headpiece with them.
Well, that's a mask rather than a hat, so.
But I have jury rigging, so maybe?
Yep.
Nice.
Click it to stick it. Oh, you need to repair your helmet.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, I need to repair my helmet instead. There we go.
Chocolate dipped strawberries are way less gross than dark chocolate. But then they are dark chocolate dipped strawberries. I mean, they are. Doclet. Doclet.
Doclet.
That's some doclet. Dark chocolate dipped strawberries are chocolate dipped strawberries. Boom. Take that, atheists. No, checkmate, atheists. I fucked it up again!
That's okay. I know what you meant.
Yay. If you dip them in dark chocolate, then you're back in Gross City. You just don't understand. Isaac, you don't happen to have brains when
Hazmat testing ground.
that is hyper irradiated.
What is that down there, though?
That's an auto dock station.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It looks like it's protected by the sonic field or
Oh,
whatever.
you're right.
Oop, no, I need an apparel.
And I'll take a.
Don't you like me
Alright,
anymore?
Just in case. I've probably got a bunch of them.
I do. I am 100% correct all the time. Alright, yeah. Go check that out. I actually don't remember what that is. Oh, it's a ghost person. I don't think that's what it is.
But did I lose,
You unequipped it because you had to change the thing. So they took it out of your inventory. Oh shit, now you can be a night person.
Hazmat dark light. Oh, it gives you night vision.
Oh yeah, you can.
And 85 poison resist. That's pretty good.
Oh, poison resist. That's not really good. When would you ever use that?
I don't know.
But now you can wear the to look like a huge weirdo. You can wear the dark cowl with the spacesuit.
Yeah.
I never picked up that item, and I don't even care.
Let's see. Got
Just why haven't you sold those layers to the thing?
Oh, I was gonna. Oh yeah, I should sell them.
Yeah, you're not going to use them. If you're going to use a Lear, you just use Father Elijah's.
But is that one different?
It's just better than them.
Oh yeah, because it was called Father Elijah's whatever.
Yeah, it's the unique version.
Hmm.
Do you not have any buff out?
Oh, I'm sure I do, but I'm just gonna. Actually, yeah. We'll just go
Or
and-
I bet you have a bunch of stupid extra ammo.
Yeah, I have 10 strength, so that didn't do anything.
Oh, yeah, you just sell your. Oh, wait, no, you can't make buff tats.
Just drink some water real quick. I went by it. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, that's everything down here.
Your inventory is packed with garbage.
It's packed with stuff.
What's it like having so much garbage?
Might I be of service, sir?
Yes. I'd like to buy some
Very
things.
good, sir.
Did he sell any mods or anything like that?
Yeah, he sells mods for the K9 gun and for the Lear. And he sells pre-war books, I guess.
Oh.
He has one.
Yeah. Okay. Oop.
Those are worth. That's going to be almost all of his money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Just put like the corrosive glove away.
Yeah. It's like 3 pounds. Actually, wait, which is the one that I think it's energy cell is what the gun uses.
I mean, getting rid of those will give you plenty of weight. Also, just stop picking stuff up, except you don't need anything else. You don't need money.
Oh, I do need money. Well,
no, you don't.
I mean, I have the gold to get it, but I need money to like buy implants and stuff.
Well, you have enough to buy any of the implants right now.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I was like, you're carrying both pushy and the other thing. Get out of here. Wow, that thing weighed 18 pounds. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they're also wearing that suit. Put your cool suit back on.
Well, yeah, I had to put on the spacesuit because of all that radiation.
Yep.
So there we go.
Have you ever wanted to be invisible?
Cursed electric heating filament? You are an
Stimpack reserves adequate.
Why was I not built with a death ray?
We're okay
You
on
require
medics
some additional
until we have to
services?
numb the pain.
Install implants. So what was that? More Kazanor damage, increased speed while crafting, drink radiation removed, and then
I'd say the M5 and the Y3 are good ones to get, but probably the Y3 first since you don't crouch that much.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting you're just not sneaking at all, really.
Yep. Because that was how I wanted to play this one.
But you're not. Then you need to be wearing power armor.
Oh, and I still have 13,000.
Yeah, so you can just buy the other one too.
You require some additional.
Because there are times when you
Right.
want to sneak up to people and then punch them for the big damage.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're sneaking up on them death claws to punch them.
For the big damage.
Because, oh my god, your sneak crits.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you move as fast as you walk now.
I think that's actually...
No,
yeah,
it'll
that is
always,
fast,
it'll
yeah.
always, your walk speed will always
you
be
like me?
equal to or greater than your crouch, even if your crouch value gets calculated higher, just depending on your walk speed.
Let's see, there
So
was-
yeah, that stacked with Tunnel Runner and
Just made it just super fast.
and Packed Light was like, ha!
Yeah, there's no difference in speed now between those.
That's, then you should just be crouch walking all the time.
I remember that was how I played Fallout 3. The first time I played it was I just crouch walked across the wasteland.
I mean, that's how I play Skyrim, but that's just because you level up while you're doing stuff.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't do that in 3, so I was just doing that to be a huge weirdo.
Well, I mean, you're always a huge weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
you
have to go up on that platform
I know.
This one looks pretty tough.
in a weird way.
Well, I'm going this way now. I'm just going around that stuff. I'm a little bummed I wasn't able to beat up the giant scorpion.
Yeah. There's multiple monsters you will never be able to beat up.
Because of my build, or...
Yes.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Back down.
Why? Oh, did you? Does I think that connects over there?
Oh.
I think it does. Oh, it might be nice.
Connects to where?
Nothing. I thought there was more stuff going straight. Also, it is 9 o'clock.
Oh, it is. I lost track of time.
Yep. This game will do that to you.
Yes, it will.
Oh yeah, because it does keep going over this way.
Okay.
I just, for some reason, thought you hadn't found everything yet. Where you going?
I was seeing if there was anything on this robot, like a book or something.
It's a nothing.
Yeah.
Just like that robot. Get ready to never be detected.
Well, I'm cautioned, so
Yeah,
I'm
but you're not detected.
detected.
No, detected is literally its own state, where
Hmm.
it says detected. That's the opposite of hidden. Caution, they're like, something's here, but you have 100 sneak. Danger, there we go.
Yeah, it's danger.
Detected is
I was hoping
Kingdom Come.
these guys had a fist weapon. You do. I need your fist.
You just take it off while you're fighting and just fix it.
Actually, I did. It just flew off that way.
Now he can't get away from you. You walk too fast.
Let's see. Was I able to repair something of mine with this? No, because I'm wearing medium armor.
Yep. It has to be in the same category.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Boop.
That puts me back at 100%. And we will call it a night there.
So we will definitely, probably finish this DLC tomorrow. Because we could finish it like right now, but we want to get all of the stuffs.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll save and quit, and we'll drop off into Zero Gravity Theater.
Because raiding him is fun.
It is fun, so. I'll just pull it over into the main screen. So I see what you're doing. Your tip-tap fingering.
Yep.
And it's, don't even have to. Okay.
What?
Nothing. Just, you can't highlight it from there. So just type it in Zero Gravity Theater. It's super
Okay.
easy to type.
You're easy to type.
What are you talking about? This is why Dervik leaves all the time.
Well, you probably
You don't even have to
because-
use capitals.
Okay, well, I am now.
Finish the DLC 100%, unlike Will's level of correctness. Well, we won't be able to finish at 100% because Will's too weak.
Wait, what? What do you mean I'm too weak?
There are 2 enemies here you cannot kill.
Oh, the scorpion being one of them?
No.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, cool.
Why is that cool?
Because that means there's something stronger than me, so I have a goal to work towards?
No, you will never be able to beat him.
Why? Like, is he just invincible?
No, it's just your punch build cannot beat him.
Okay, I could come back when I have guns.
I guess, but you're not going to.
You don't know that.
I do, because you're going to forget about it, and I'm not going to remind you on purpose.
Anyway,
have
fun watching Zero Gravity Theater, everyone.
Bye!
In 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. I'm off by 1 anyway.
Oh my god.
Have a good night.